We did not coordinate with the Assad regime. While the United States did inform the Syrian regime through our UN ambassador of our intent to take action, there was no coordination and no military-to-military communication. In terms of the Khorasan Group, which is a network of seasoned al-Qaeda veterans, these strikes were undertaken to disrupt imminent attack plotting against the United States and Western targets. These terrorists have established a safe haven in Syria to plan external attacks, construct and test improvised explosive devices, and recruit Westerners to conduct operations. And the United States took action to protect our interest and to remove their capability to act.
Last night's strikes are the beginning of a credible and sustainable, persistent campaign to degrade and ultimately destroy ISIL. Our immediate tasks are to continue the degradation of ISIL in Syria and Iraq, to build and strengthen regional partners, and to build a regional coalition, to assist in placing Iraqi security forces and Peshmerga forces on the offensive, to support the broader diplomatic efforts in the region, to implement a Syrian train and equip program, and to continue to work with Iraqi security forces and ministries. We're still assessing the effects of our strikes, but we've been watching this group closely for some time. We believe the Khorasan Group was nearing the execution phase of an attack either in Europe or the homeland. We know that the Khorasan Group has attempted to recruit Westerners to serve as operatives or to infiltrate back into their homelands. The Khorasan Group is clearly not focused on either the Assad regime or the Syrian people. They are establishing roots in Syria in order to advance attacks against the West and the homeland. We have not put and we will not put ground forces into Syria. The Syrian train and equip program is, as you said, we're in the beginnings of implementation. It will be a multi-year program. It is a necessary component of the overall strategy, but as you've pointed out in your question, it's not sufficient. We did not target individual leaders. We did, however, target command and control nodes. And we looked over time as we developed those targets for patterns of life where leadership would routinely go. And if they were there, that usually was an indication of a command and control node. But we did not specifically target individuals. The task at hand is countering ISIL. That's job one. And as you mentioned last night, we not only were doing strikes in Syria, we did several strikes in support of Peshmerga forces in Iraq. But the principal focus right now is countering the threat to ISIL, first to Iraq and to the region.